Good morning, guys. Today we're going to go over how to create a batch file and why you would create a batch file and what it is. So a batch file is basically a text file with an extension of .bat, and what that does is it basically allows that information in the batch file to be read by the command prompt, and it allows it to be executed. Excuse me. So here I have two where I'm going to go over this. So this is the homework you guys should have done, and I added a bunch. The thing you guys were having an issue with was right here, and I have try and accepts for a different reason, so you don't need to worry about that. So if you do find element by name password and you send the keys, obviously that's not my password, but if you run this, it'll work. So there's an email, and then wrong password, obviously, because no one has a password of 123. Yes, and then I kill it. So that works, and then down here I have a little quit sign. Now it takes a little longer than one would expect to get to this quit, and that's just because Selenium's talking to everything, and the connection and all that. Normally, so if we were to run this as a batch script, all we're ever going to see, we'll see this, and this is our input output with the code, is this black screen here. We don't even have Gecko driver anywhere. So success, boom. Oh yeah, because it's not going to break. There's success, and it sits there for a little bit, much longer than if you're not using Selenium. It does. It normally doesn't sit like that, probably because there's still an open connection and it thinks the code is still working. If you aren't using Selenium if you're using a batch file, no. If you're using Selenium, you don't need a batch file as badly. But let's say I'm not using Selenium and I'm just having something cycle through my computer. I'm having it search for something or rename a bunch of stuff. This is testing batch. So if I do Windows R, testing batch. If I do Windows R, boom. I don't even see the output of the file. So what a batch file does is it allows us to see it allows us to see that output of the file without having to go to file. Oh, all right. Where is this saved? This is saved in Python scripts. Date modified. Testing batch, right click. Edit with idle. Edit. And then running it. Right? It prevents us from having to do all that. So it takes maybe 3 minutes. Once you get used to it, it'll take 30 seconds. And then in the time it takes for me to find the file and run it, I can create a batch file. So what we're going to do is and I'm going off of what the book says, so if anything doesn't make sense, just jump to the back of the book. But what we're going to do is we're going to go to my Python scripts file, because that's where all my scripts are stored. And what's this text document? Yeah, we'll get rid of all that. And so what we're going to do, just like the book says here, we're going to do @py.exe, and then we need the full path to your script. So mine's going to be here, Python scripts / testing batch btch .py space %. Yeah, no, I need a star. And then we're going to go at pause. Now, here we go. It explains here. The at sign is basically the start of the command. So it doesn't, and it's I'll just read it from the book. The at sign at the start of each command prevents it from being displayed in the terminal window. The % star forwards any command line arguments entered after the batch name to the file script. What that means is that if in my testing batch.py name age Zach 28, right? If I do that, those get forwarded as variables to my script if I write those in. I haven't, but I'll go over that in a sec. Once you have this, you save it, and instead you make it an all file, and you do testing batch.bat. And then if you do Windows R, you do testing batch. I think it's BAT. Wait, what did I do? Can't find main module. Okay, what did I do? There goes my phone. Windows R. Yeah, no. What did I do wrong? Well, this is embarrassing. What did I do wrong? There should be a pause button. Whatever. Alright, you'll just have to watch 2 videos today.